guys, so I am live, so just while you lot are coming in, I hope it's not too dark. I thought I'll try and get it up on my iPad as well, that way it might be easier for me to see comments. So let's do that now, let's see if I can do that. Let me just talk about what I'm hoping for October half term. Obviously you have the October, hiya! Hey Amy being mum. Hello. Yeah, so for the half term October, I'm hoping to vlog every day because obviously we have the Halloween party coming up and stuff like that. So I have friends staying over. I don't know if I can try and find, hello everybody. Yeah, I can't find it. Someone was said to me before in my last live, if you use another device, you can see the comments more clearer, but I can't seem to find it. Okay, never mind. Tracy Cook, hello. Hello everybody. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm hoping, what are you filming on? My iPhone. I'm very well, Diane, thank you. Inspirational, thank you very much. So yeah, I'm hoping for October half term to vlog for the week. I have my Halloween on the 28th and I've got people staying over, so it's going to be gut the house, decorate the house, and you know, get it all spooky, prep for the party and all that. I hope there's not too much of a glare from my lamp, but it's obviously late in the evening. Let me put you there. So yeah, I'm really sorry that I'm like looking really close to try and speak to you all, but yeah, I'm obviously not very good at going live at all. What is my favourite meal to cook? I'm a proper foodie, so I pretty much like anything. I think rice dishes tend to be my favourite. I love rice. Did you try a wooden spoon for your honey? No, not yet. I haven't yet. I need to order one on Amazon. You just reminded me, but I do think I should give that a go. Hello, everybody. So yeah, what else would you like to chat about tonight? Homemade remedies. What do I give to my poorly children? I give them like ibuprofen or paracetamol. I do use a lot of tea tree oil. I use it in shampoos, I use it in everything. Aloe vera, obviously during the summertime I use. The comments literally fly up and fly off really, really fast. So if I miss your comments, I'm really, really sorry. But it's pretty much by the time I read it, it's gone. I can't even get through it. Hey Stacey. I'm sorry to hear you're in hospital. I hope you're feeling better soon. Can you do some more make your own videos? Make your own videos? I don't really understand. You really want an Instapot, is any good? It is really, really good, but it's one of those, you know, pieces of equipment that you have, and then when you first got it, you love it, love it, love it, and then the more you've got it, you tend to just grab for other things as well. But I do love it, and I do, since I got that recipe book, I want to use it more. I do love it. I don't like my beef in it. I prefer that in the slow cooker because I just preferred it cooked really, really slowly. I think it makes the meat really, really soft. But for chili con carne, it's perfect, like mince or chicken. It's perfect for that. It's really quick. Are you from Kent? Yes, I'm from Kent. I live in Kent. I'm originally from London, and then I moved to Kent with my husband's job. So now we live in Kent, and I love it. It's really nice where I live. It's not as busy. You from Kent too? Yeah, it's a lovely area, isn't it? You love the Instant Pot. Does anyone else have an Instant Pot? Does anyone else see what I mean about it's fantastic, but when you've got it, it's one of those things that just sits on the kitchen side and then you're like, oh yeah, you can almost forget to use it. It's like that with the slow cooker. I have moments where I use it all the time and then I'll go without using it for a while. Air fryer. Someone else said about an air fryer. I've never used one. I would love to get one. Yeah, they are good. I've never used it as a slow cooker, but you can do anything in it. You can make yogurt. I always say I need to make some yogurt in it because I've never had homemade yogurt and I'd love to give that a try. My dog's over there just looking at me like, what are you doing? What is your favourite recipe book? I only own one recipe book, and that's the Instant Pot recipe book, because I don't really follow recipes very well if they're in written form. I'm more and more just chuck it in and see, or experiment, trial and error. I like to use Pinterest for recipes with the pictures and things like that, but recipes books, I don't know, maybe I just haven't had great success in them, but I'm more creative than academic, I think. Yeah, about struggling to what to have every day, I literally say just write all the meals that you have down on a piece of paper, and then when you come to meal plan, pull that out, and then if you keep it in a diary, like I do, you can literally just go back, see what you had the week before, what you had the week before that, and then go through your piece of paper. You're so brave doing these lives. You haven't plucked up the courage yet. I am a little nervous, you probably can tell. Oh, Scottish Heather, you made my potato and leek soup. It was fab. Fantastic. Yeah, I love soup, especially as we're coming into the winter months and the cooler months. It's so much nicer to have nice soup. You should do it jelly. You should do it jelly. Breakfast inspiration. I don't eat breakfast. I can't really stomach anything first thing in the morning. I just have a cup of coffee. The kids have cereal. We're not the healthiest at all, are we? Same for lunch. I've actually been really, really good about eating lunch lately, and I've been having like a piece of fruit or something like that. But generally I don't eat lunch either. I'm more of a nighttime eater, which is really, really bad. You don't do breakfast? Yeah, no, I just can't stomach it. It's really strange, and I was even like that as a child. I remember my mum pestering me like, you have to eat breakfast, it's the most important meal of the day. But it was just not something that I could ever stomach. So yeah, but I don't recommend that. So how's everyone's weekend been? Do I keep my Christmas cake at room temperature while I feed it? Yes, I do. Every year I give my mum a plastic tub. You know the old celebrations tubs, the plastic ones, not the metal. And I say to her every year, please keep it and give it back to me so I can give you next year's cake in it. And she always forgets. So I just keep it. You can either get like those plastic cake tubs, you can get them from the pound shop, Aldi's, all sorts, or just get like the chocolate ones and you can keep the cakes in there and then just feed them every week. Lasagna recipe, yes. I'm dressed on top, but then I've got my pyjama bottoms on because I'm comfy because I was wearing jeans today. What are my favourite dinners to cook? I love to cook. I love to cook anything. I like to cook what my family enjoys the most. I like to feed them and then they're happy, like, that was so lovely. I made chicken this week. If you've seen my meals of the week, the chicken that I made this week with the cheese on top, Danny went home straight away from work, so the kids were eating it in the dining room and I was sat here watching telly and I could hear little Liam say, oh, this dinner's so good, this chicken is so nice. And Cameron was saying, of course it is, Mummy cooked it. And I was like, oh, that's so lovely, right? My favourite dessert. Again, I don't really have a sweet tooth. I'm more savoury. But if I go out, say Harvester or something like that, I'll have like a chocolate brownie and ice cream kind of thing. Soggy cereal after surgery. Yeah, but it's what you've got to do, isn't it, unfortunately. I've got my upcoming surgery in a few weeks, so I plan on doing a day of like freezer cooking and just having like soup, chicken casseroles, nothing too heavy, because if you've had surgery you need to keep it quite bland. Love chocolate brownies, yes, but I can never make them. They never turn out. I always have to get the ones in the box. Hi Jordan. Yeah, I have to get the ones in the box because they never turn out. They're always, you know, there's some things you can just cook and some things you can't. I'm better at cooking than I am baking. Definitely, for sure. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Kaz. So nice to talk to people live. It's great doing YouTube and it's great recording, but when you do live, it's really nice to have that interaction, although I do feel a bit silly, like, looking over. Hi, Rachel. Everything you cooked looks so good. Thank you. Your family and you are great. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm from Liverpool. I like Liverpool. I have family all over the place. Are you dressing up for your Halloween party, and if so, what? Me and Danny tend to do like his and hers because we're weird like that. Last year we did Sally and Jack from A Nightmare Before Christmas, and I have a YouTube video on that if you want to see. This year we are going to be Joker and Harley Quinn. Sometimes me and Danny will say we should do it opposite, like I should be Joker and he should be Harley Quinn, and he really would as well. He really would dress up as a girl. He'd be more than happy to do that just for a laugh. But yeah, the kids wanted us to do that because I was thinking about Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf, but the kids were like, no, Harley Quinn and Joker, and I was like, well, maybe next year we'll do Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf, because you know, Suicide Squad's all in at the moment, isn't it? So that's why they want us to be there. Do you burn your Yankee candles or do you collect them? But a bit of both. I have ones that I just collect, and then I have another stash that I burn as well. Your boys are so great, you must be proud. I am extremely proud of my boys, especially Cameron, my eldest, because he's come the furthest out of all of them. Liam was such a good baby. He was like the perfect kid. He was the type of kid that you could put in the middle of the room with a few toys, gut out your whole house, come back and he'd still be there. He was just a dream, and he still is. He's such a good boy. Whereas Cameron and Ollie is a little bit like it, were a handful when they were younger, so it was more hard work getting him to where he is now. So it just makes it so much nicer to look at him and know how far he's come. He doesn't even understand how proud I am of him. How do you get your kids to eat your veggies? I'm quite an old school mum, unfortunately. I'm saying you eat your dinner or there's nothing else after. Can you do cleaning videos? I can, yeah. I think I've done a month's worth of them, where it's on a Monday I do my deep clean, so I'll be doing my deep clean tomorrow. And I kind of concentrate on an area of the house. And because I've done the month's worth, I think I've pretty much showed me cleaning my whole house, and I don't want it to become repetitive, although my cooking is becoming repetitive. Also my Aldi hauls are repetitive. Old school granny, yeah, definitely. Didn't do me any harm. Admittingly, I wouldn't go as far as what my mum did with me. How old are your children? My children are 15, 10 and 5. They are all 5 years apart, and they are all in August, and that was planned. Although Danny was a bit not unhappy, but the older two birthdays are in the same week at the end of the month. And then so when I had Ollie, he was like, I want another baby in August. So we planned and planned and planned, and he was due on the 1st of August. And he came on the 2nd, but it was like, oh, I wanted them to be in the same week. I was like, really? Men, right? Like, you can plan it to be the day. Yeah, I'm going to have the baby on this day. He's so funny. Oh, I don't mean to offend any men. It's just my Danny. But yeah, he was... Where do I get my Caribbean spices from? I usually get them from Tesco's when I'm in my hometown. But the last couple of times I've managed to order them from Asda when I do my Asda online ordering. You can get them from the World Food aisles. Not every shop has them. It depends on what area you're in, because the area I'm in now is quite small, so it don't have the World Food aisle. But if you go to like a bigger shop, it will have the world's food, and then you can get them down there. So yeah. Would you do a Christmas planning video? I have videos that I've made last year with my planning up until Christmas, but yeah, I plan on doing more Christmas planning. I've already started. I start really early. I've got a lot of their presents already. Cameron, I'm not sure about this year. I don't know if I should just give him money, because they just hit that age. Do the kids ever eat Danny's trifle? No, if they don't like it. Danny's the only person in the house that eats trifle. That's why I don't make it from scratch, because it's a whole lot of work for just something that he will scoff down in 10 seconds. So I just... Do you have a recipe for your Christmas cake? I do. It's... I can't link it right now, but I'll quite possibly link it at the end of this, to the bottom of this video as it goes up on YouTube. But yeah, if you do put right at home and then put Christmas cake, it will come up. It's actually my nan's recipe, my late nan. Haha, Danny's trifle is legendary. Yeah, it is. Do I prefer cooking videos or cleaning videos? To watch or to record? Would you have any other kids? See, Danny's 8 years older than me, so Danny's always saying that he would love to have more kids, but he's afraid that he's going to be like the old dad. And because there's 5 years between our kids, although that's completely gone now because I should have already had one, he's like, I'm getting older, and he's just worried about being a really old dad. To record, I don't think I really mind, to be honest. I think when you're doing cleaning videos, there's more editing involved than when you're doing cooking videos, so they take longer to record and bring together. But yeah, I enjoy doing them both. I'm slightly worried about when I'm cleaning, because you know when you're cleaning, you're scruffy, your hair's everywhere, you're bending over, you've got builder's bum. So when I'm editing them, I'm really conscious about not showing too much of myself to offend anyone, because no one wants to see me bending over, my bum popping out anywhere. And that happens to everybody, right? Surely that's not just me. So yeah, what was I talking about? You need to go and get your work stuff ready. It's really nice to see you in the live. Take care. Take care, Scotch Helver. Thank you for stopping in to say hello to me. How many candles do you have? I don't actually know. It's ridiculous. That comment made me laugh. That's something I don't feel like comes across when I do hello. When I come across when I do my videos, you can't get a sense of my sense of humour or my character, because it's so, you know, this is how you cook, or this is our meals, or this is what I bought. Whereas this is more fun, you get to see more of my character. Love my dog, yeah. I think Pixie! Pixie! No, she's not interested. She's sleeping, I think. I put her bed in the dining room because she's a French bulldog, her face is like, so all you hear is her snoring. You might be able to hear that in a lot of my videos. You went to Yankee today and got Autumn Glow. Yeah, I love them so much. You're 20 and a student, no family, but love watching your channel. Thank you. Do more videos about myself. What would you like to know? I'm an open book, really. I've got nothing to hide. Have I got any plans to do Vlogmas? I have, but I don't know if I'll record every day, because I don't do anything exceptionally exciting every day, and I don't do something Christmassy every day. Where did you learn to cook? I learnt to cook through people I've met. When I lived in my hometown and I did hairdressing, I used to work as part of the over 60 plus team, going around people's houses and doing hairdressing. It was part of the council system, and so I used to go around all these old biddies' houses and do their hair. And you know what it's like. I adore people. Being a hairdresser, you're gonna, right? And it started off with I just did their hair, and then it was I do their hair and I do their bit of hoovering and anything that they needed, because I'm just that type of person. And you talk and you talk and you talk, and they were like, oh, you know, would you stop for dinner? And you're like, no, I'm okay. No, 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 no. And they just want company. Some old people that don't have much family want company. So I became really, really good friends with a lot of elderly people, and they taught me to cook, and then some family as well. Not so much my mum, because she's not a great cook. She doesn't like to cook. A couple of recipes I got from her. A couple of recipes I got from my nan. But a lot of them were clients, were customers that were in their 80s and their 90s. So they're quite old-fashioned ways of cooking, I think. But yeah, so it's not really... It's like my nan's recipe is the Christmas cake recipe. It's quite an old recipe. Are you going on holiday anytime soon? I have booked to go Butlins again in December, so that would be nice for a Vlogmas. It's a fantasy weekend, and I just thought that'd be really nice to get away with the kids. And I booked it through the Sun, so I saved loads of money. If anyone's done those Sun holidays, let me know, because they are brilliant. We saved a good couple £100, and the kids love that because there's so much to do for a big age range. Because don't forget, I've got a 15-year-old and I've got a 5-year-old, so trying to do stuff to suit all the ages is quite difficult. Where have you been abroad? I have been to Lanzarote, Spain, Cyprus twice, love Cyprus, Turkey. I didn't get on very well with Turkey, we got robbed in our villa. I think that's it. I have a lovely family and my boys look good. Thank you, Helen. You're only 16. Oh, bless. I feel like I'm still 16. Do you do any freezer cooking? I don't, but I plan on doing a day of it. I think like next week, because I've got upcoming surgery, I just want to get a day of cooking. How long have I been married? I've been married for 3 years, 2-3 years. We got married on our 10th anniversary. When we were together for 10 years, we got married. And yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Hi, I'm sorry I can't read your name. But yeah, we had a lovely wedding. Is an Instapot worth buying? I think so, but I think it depends on what type of foods you like to cook. I think if you're going to buy one, definitely this time of the year is the best time, because you know, you've got those one-pot meals, those chickens, those stews, those casseroles. It's definitely worth buying for those. Although saying that, in the summer when you don't want to be in a hot kitchen, they keep everything cool, so you can cook chicken and you're not got the big oven on. Do you like to read? Not particularly. Hi, full moon. You're 14. Oh, bless Lee. My Cameron's 15. Do you see a lot of your mum? No, not really. My mum's quite a homebody, bless her. If I need her though, if I rang her and said, "Mum, I need you, can you have the kids?" she'd be here like that. She's really good, and I speak to her a lot, but she doesn't live near me, so not as much as I'd probably like to. What's Danny's job? Danny is a police officer. So yes, but we're very lucky. He used to do a lot of shift work, and it was absolutely ridiculous. You know, it'd be 3 nights on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off. It was so ridiculous. And then about a year ago, there was a position that came up that was more Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and he took it. And then he done really well at it. That they then extended it to 6 months, and then he's still done really good, and they said they'd like to keep him, so he's been there over a year now, and it's ongoing. He's got a permanent position. Hi Fiona. So yeah, he really likes it. I think sometimes he misses being on response, because when you get those calls you never know what you're going out to, whereas now it's more on the beat and more foot patrol. So he does a lot of steps. He's like, I done 20,000 steps today, and 30,000 steps today. Like, wow. But yeah. Any other questions? Are you doing another giveaway? Your dad is an off-duty cop. Was your husband from home twin? Describe each of your boys in one word. Cameron, I would say one word, is caring. Liam is lazy, and Ollie is funny. Hello Sarah. Hey Sophie. I can never miss your videos, love them so much. Thank you. I can't believe I have 91 people watching me. So exciting. Which one of your boys is the best eater? That would definitely be Cameron. Cameron will eat anything, absolutely anything. Hi Ange. Is your dad alive? No, my dad passed several years ago. My dad passed in 2009. So he had a burst blood vessel in his heart, so he was just at work and he just passed. Who's the fussy eater? Ollie's the fussy eater. When he was much younger, he would only eat white foods. So bizarre. He'd eat bananas, he'd eat cheese, he'd eat potatoes, but he would only eat white foods. And then, you know, but I still put it on his plate and I just encourage him and say, you know, just try it, just try it. And he does this thing where he covers his eyes and he opens his mouth. And then he'll go, okay, okay. And it helps him to, sorry about your dad, it's fine, it's fine. I believe he's watching down on me. Talk more about sun butling holidays. Why aren't you answering my questions? I'm sorry, ask again. It's because the questions come up and then they go so fast. Something there about having a daughter. I would love a daughter, but unfortunately I wasn't blessed with a daughter. Ollie's going to be a heartbreaker for sure. Love the Christmas mugs. Couldn't stop laughing when you were... Yeah, they were hilarious. I almost can't wait to get them back out again. And I've still got the pens. I might make some more. My question is, can you do what I eat in a day? See, this is the thing. I eat nothing for breakfast. I never used to eat lunch, but I'm trying to be better, and I will just eat a piece of fruit, and then I show my dinner, and then I will snack in the evening. So I might have, can I come and live with you? I think we're pretty full, and I don't think Danny would be very pleased. And then I'll have supper. I do like a bit of supper. So it gets to about 9, 10 o'clock, so this sort of time. So this is stopping. This is good for my diet because I'm not eating right now. And I'll have a bit of toast or a sandwich. My daughter is 11 and she scrubs your channel and it's gone. Is there anything you regret in life? I try not to live with regrets because I do believe that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes things that you think are a bad thing are not so much a blessing in disguise, but they teach you life lessons and you will get to where you need to be because of what's happened. Bye Helen, bye Lee. You change your bedding. I done all my bedding today, all the boys' bedding, all cleaned. What's my favourite colour? Hello, Ashley. I like purple. This is like a purpley colour. And I like green. I know not so much together, but I like purple and I like green. They're my favourite colours. And it depends what mood I'm in. I always get asked about the boys' packed lunch all the time. And I don't, because my boys have the same thing every day. They have a salami sandwich, they have a piece of fruit, they have a cheese string, a pepperami, well, an Aldi's version of pepperami, a yoghurt and a packet of crisps, and that is it. And I kind of justify to myself that they have a proper home-cooked dinner, so it's okay. So it wouldn't really be worth recording. Where did the name Little Ollie come from? Do you know what else we call him? Ollie Bum. I call him Ollie Bum a lot, but I don't really want to say that on my videos. Make a video on how you deal with kids, especially when they don't listen. See, I'm a strict mama. Can you do a Halloween vlog? I will be. I plan on vlogging the half term, and part of that will be getting all the boxes out from the attic. Please do more live chats. See, I love it, but so many questions are coming in and I feel like I do not wish to be rude and I don't want to miss people's comments, but they're just coming up so big. I need to find another way of being able to look at them somewhere else where they stay. Can you do a video on stew and dumplings? Have I not done one already? The meaning behind my children's names. Just that I liked them. Danny lost his mum when he was a teenager, so Danny was always like, if we have a girl, we will name her after my mum. So it was like, okay then, you name the girl, I'll name the boys. And we had all boys, so I got to name them. Caitlin. Hi Caitlin. I just saw. Hello Becca. Will I be doing the next level in childcare? Not as yet. I've gone back into school as a volunteer. I think out of all the 15 women that done the level 2, 3 of them went on to do the level 3. And only me went back into school as a volunteer without doing the level 3. Keep asking over and over and you don't reply, so don't feel bad. Yeah, just keep asking me. If I see it, I might pick up on it. Level 3 is hardcore, really. I might do it if a position comes up as a job, then, and they say we prefer you to do your level 3, I might do it alongside doing the paid job. Or if they say, if you do level 3, we'll employ you. But it's not free. Your video is amazing, thank you very much. It's not free. I have to pay £2,500 to do the, is this glaring or is it just me? I have to pay £2,500 to do the course, and there's no guaranteed job at the end of it. Have you ever shopped at Home Bargains? There isn't one near me, but my mum tells me it's good. You must go to Casta, F2F. Do I look really weird looking for these comments? I know that I'm meant to be looking here, but the comments are over here. What have I done today? Okay, this is my day. I got up, I put my beef in the slow cooker, I made 4 Christmas cakes, one for me, one for mum, and one for each of my neighbours. And then I stripped all the beds, washed all the bedding, and then I went out the front and I helped Danny paint the front of the house. Have you thought about getting the student loan? I have. Some of the teachers at school were saying, you can just get a loan, you don't have to pay it back until you're earning such and such, such and such. And I was just like, oh, debt. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It just frightens me. Do I ever shop in Evans supermarkets apart from Asda or Aldi? Not really, no. They're more expensive. Sometimes I go Tesco's if I need the odd thing because it's literally around the corner. But in honesty, I've gone there and bought things and I don't care for them as much as I buy the things in Aldi's. I prefer it. I think, you know, wherever you shop, your taste just become acquired to wherever you shop. What time is it there? It's 4:30. It is 9:30. 9:30 in the evening. So yeah. Do I have any tips for being a first-time mum on a budget? You don't need money to make your children happy would be the biggest tip in the world, honestly. Don't be afraid to tell your children no, because they will think badly of you, honestly. And don't put so much stress on yourself. When I was a young mum, because I was a young mum, I put so much pressure on myself to make sure I did everything perfectly with Cameron, and now someone else said, do I have any regrets? And then I said, I don't, because it makes you who you are now. So it's that catch-22. Now looking back on it, I think to myself, if only I would have just relaxed a bit more and just enjoyed him being a baby and enjoyed him being a toddler and not stressed so much. But then if I hadn't, would he be who he is now? And I'm so proud of who he is now. Does that make sense? So it's kind of, there was a reaction and then there's a consequence of that reaction. That doesn't mean it's a bad, because he's actually really, really good. What is your hair colour? Naturally, my hair's really dark, like black, but I put highlights and stuff like that, so it's quite light. I don't know if you're better seeing this light, but it's quite light. Does Cameron still see his dad? See, I'm not sure if I should talk about that. One, because it's Cameron's personal business, and two, I don't want to sound like, you know, the wicked ex that's got a grudge. But Cameron has asked to see his dad, and his dad says, yes, we will see each other. We'll arrange something soon. And he said that for the last year. So, but I'm just being patient and saying no more about that. Will you do more live cook videos with me? Yeah, I would love to do that. I wanted to do a live at the weekend because when I did my last live, people were saying that they were working and stuff like that, you know, Monday to Friday. So I thought if I do the weekend, then the next one, if I do it Monday to Friday, at least everyone's had a chance. It's a different time, because I didn't want to do it at the same time because of time differences, so I wanted to give everyone a chance to join the live. Twin girls, names you recommend. Twins, do you know, twins is in my family, and One of my cousins had twins. One of my cousins sadly lost twins. And my nan was always, you'll be next to have them twins. Because my nan was a twin. And they say it skips a generation. Never mind. Did I digress? I do that. What was I even answering? Twin girls, what should you name them? Can you tell that my brain thinks quicker than my mouth can talk? I process things so quickly that, and I'm so like, all the time. You desperately want twins. Yeah, but I don't know, I think that'd be hard work. One baby's hard, let alone two. Have you started your Christmas shopping? Yes, I have. Have you? Have you, Katie? Have you decided on the new pagan name? Pagan name? What pagan name? Looking sexy. Really? Sorry, let me just remove them. Really? One baby in each arm, yeah. Do you know, my nan used to always say, the more babies I had, and my nan always said, a baby is just another potato in the pot. That's all they are. Like, don't, and she meant by that, don't worry about money. It's just an extra potato. You don't have to worry. Would you do some more Christmas videos again? I will be definitely as the season progresses. We'll get Halloween out of the way first. Watching from the States. Hi. Good with budgeting. It's a case of having to be. See, with money, my mum was a single mum, so I got brought up on a shoestring, you know, and every Sunday we'd be dragged around, you know, car boot sales, and on a Monday my mum used to take us to B Jams and Quick Saves and oh, I don't know what that is. Yeah, so, and I remember my cousins, because I had girl cousins, when they were finished with their clothes, because they were like the year older than me, my aunts would come round with black bags, and that would be my next year's wardrobe. Yep, true story. And it didn't do me any harm, so this is the thing, when I'm bringing my children up, I'm like, second-hand things is not going to do them any harm, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to bring children up. You really don't. And I've had a lot of controversy. Some people in my life have said, I would never give my kids second-hand stuff, and it's a personal preference. But then I'm like, you could go to a 5-star hotel. I hope I'm not offending anyone by saying this. Please take me with a pinch of salt. But you could go to a 5-star hotel, and the beds you're sleeping in are second-hand. The sheets that you're sleeping in are second-hand. Not even second-hand, because loads and loads and loads of thousands of people have slept on those beds. And probably more. Also, the plates you're eating out of, second-hand. You know, as long as it's clean. Am I the only person that thinks that? Some people are quite cheeky on here, quite obviously. Oh, happy birthday. How did I decide on the new pagan name? Pagan name, I don't understand. I'm really sorry. Please reword it. Very enjoy. Yeah, I saw that Boots are doing offers on Yankee Candles, but honestly, I have far too many. Pagan name, possibly. Oh, you mean like naming a child a pagan name? I named Pixie, because obviously it's an Irish fairy that's kind of like fairyish and pagans. Yeah, people, page. If anyone sees any rude comments, can you try and just remove them if you can? I don't know if you can. I'm really sorry that you're having to read that. That's just appalling. A YouTube name. You thinking? Yeah, I don't think that my channel is pagan based, so I wouldn't necessarily have a pagan name. Yes, go away, haters. Exactly. Honestly, I don't understand why people can be like that. It could be so rude and so inconsiderate. It's crazy to me. What is your favourite day over Christmas? I think it's the build-up rather than the actual day, because the kids are like, you know, Christmas Eve, the kids are like, oh my gosh, and it's the anticipation. I love it so much. And I always say, I go, guess what? I know what you've got for Christmas. And the kids are like, stop it, stop saying that. And I wind them up. I'm such a wind-up merchant, really. Yeah. How did I decide on the new channel name? It was suggested initially by Caroline and then also by Lee. And I didn't really want to use my surname, but then I was like, no. And then I kept coming back to it, like, but I love it so much. It fits. You know, when something just fits. So I just thought, I'm going to go with it. Your favourite Christmas was 2014. I hope that was special for a good reason. Did you have a natural birth with your children? I did. I had natural births with all my children. Ollie, I gave birth at home with him. I'm really quick. Cameron was like 6 hours from start to finish. Liam was 3 and Ollie was like 1 hour and 20 minutes. And I got a pool. I hired a pool from the NHS and then I gave birth to him in the salon. Just blew it up and had a water birth at home. It was really nice. And as I was in labour, I was cooking everyone dinner. And my father-in-law lived with us at that point. And I was going, and he's going, what's the matter? He actually had a northern accent, but I'm not going to try it because he was from Sheffield, or near Sheffield. And he's like, what's the matter? I was like, I'm in labour. He was like, oh, shouldn't you be getting up the hospital then? I was like, no, I'm having him here. He was like, oh. He's like, I want to see it. He was so sweet. I loved him so much. How old are your children? 15, 10 and 5. I'm from Sheffield, yeah. He was from Kiveton Park, which is a very small area, but near Sheffield. I say Sheffield because it was like the closest town, really. You went in labour at the cinema. That's crazy. Labour 44 hours long. I don't know how people do it. I would be exhausted. 9 hours. Yet they say that, don't they? The more babies you have, the quicker it goes. And that's why when I had my third, from 3 hours, and then it was 1 hour and 20 minutes from start to finish. Am I looking forward to getting my gallbladder removed? Not really. I am petrified. And you know what? They're sending me to a private hospital, and I don't even know why. When I went there, I gave them my piece of paper to log in, and they were like, oh, you're NHS. And I was like, and I was like, please don't put me in the broom cupboard. And then she laughed and she went, no, we treat all our patients the same. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's posh. And I was like, why have they sent me here? Apparently they're just putting people out to different hospitals now. And yeah, and I was like, what if something goes wrong? How quickly can they get me to a proper hospital? Because I mean, it's fancy, but I mean, how fancy? Oh no, I don't know. You know when something looks like a hotel and they're going to perform surgery, it makes me wary. My favourite easy to make meal, spaghetti bolognese. The kids love it. What's Danny's favourite meal? I wish Danny was here, he's at the gym. He says, oh, it's one of my top 5, but he pretty much says that about every dinner. And he won't say what his favourite dinner is. He'll just go, it's one of my top 5, it's one of my top 5s. And I always say, you're going to get splinters sitting on that fence. He's more, he won't always say what he thinks. He's quite diplomatic. So I think I'm going to round it up in about 15 minutes because then I've been on here an hour. Do you think age matters in a relationship? There's 8 years between me and Danny. I think it matters about maturity within the relationship. But then again, I think if you've got a 16-year-old, male or female, and then someone that's in their 40s, then I don't think that's appropriate. But just because a 40-year-old is in a completely different mindset and a different time in their life, and a 16-year-old is very young, very easily influenced, and what they're trying to get out of life at that point is different. I think as you both get older, then I think it balances off, and like a 30-year-old woman going with a 50-year-old man, I don't think, as long you have ifs, but generally I don't think age is a problem. When do you have birth? When? Would Danny do a Q&A? Danny's very camera shy. Pixie! Danny's very camera shy. I've asked him to do videos with me before. Go. Pixie's come to say hello. No! Yes, she's doing so much better after being spayed. What is your favourite meal? I'm such a foodie. I love all food, but I think anything rice-based. Pixie, yeah! She's such a good girl. She's cute, but she's noisy. Am I dreading when my eldest starts dating? She's not farting, that's just how she breathes, honestly. When you're trying to listen to the TV, you can barely hear it because she's got to squish her faces, that's why. Cameron had a little girlfriend, but it obviously didn't last long. He was devastated, but she was actually really, really lovely. But, yeah, I am a bit worried about it. Do I get food at McDonald's? Do you know what? Let me put her down because she's noisy and she's distracting me. Oh, you're so heavy. Come on, no, good girl. Initially, I found out that I had problems digesting because of foods like McDonald's would make me feel so sick, and I think it's highly fatty foods would then trigger my gallbladder. Cameron seems so kind-hearted. He really is. He's such a good kid. A lot of people that meet Cameron can't get over how sweet he is. He obviously is a young leader at Cubs, and they adore him there. They absolutely love him. He won like a little award and stuff like that, and they were like, he's so kind and he's such a good kid. Excuse me. Love Pixie, yeah. Any other questions? While no one else is asking questions and I'm actually looking. Love the look of your Yorkshire puddings. Yeah, that is an old customer of mine called Dolly, who gave me that recipe. That's the one she used to use. And I love her so much. She was such a sweetheart. Or your headache's better. Yeah, I was wearing my glasses today because I had a bit of a headache, but it's cleared now. Am I working? I'm still in the class. I'm volunteering. I continue to do the same days I was doing last year. So Tuesday mornings, Wednesday mornings, I'm volunteering. Sun Holiday Butlins. Yes, so you collect the codes in the newspaper, and then, although it's best to do it on the app on your phone, I figured that out because the first time I messed up, but my friend told me how to do it. There's also a group on Facebook called Sun Holidays. Join that, they explain it all to you, and then you book holidays. I also booked another one to go to Pontens in April for the weekend, and I'm looking forward to going there. Louise not hating, I can't see. I have creeps on here now. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. If you could just ignore them or even block them or delete them if you can. I don't know if you can or you can't. I don't understand why people are like that, in honesty. Yeah, we've got 10 minutes before I go. We can't block them. We block them, but we can't. I'm really sorry. I need someone else on another. Your boys are so well mannered. I can't see him. I don't know if he's blocked me, but what state am I in? I'm not in a state because I'm in the UK. We don't have states. Hello from France. Hello. Does Danny share his trifle? Mm-mm. No one else eats it. Only Danny eats it, and he eats the whole lot in one go. Who are your favourite YouTubers? I watch. Do you have a dryer? I don't have a dryer. I watch a lot of YouTubers. I love a peek inside. I love loads. Have you new Xmas decorations this year? I do, but I got them in the sale last year. I never buy anything full priced. I like to I like to buy things in the sales, and I even do that with Halloween stuff. I buy it in the sales and then I put it away for the following year. He'd be sick after eating that. You'd think so, wouldn't you? He loves it. He loves his trifle. Zoella, I've seen a few of her videos, yeah, but I haven't subscribed. I probably should. How do your cakes go? Yeah, they're really nice. My house smells beautiful. My house smells of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. It's like my favourite thing. Yeah, I love the sales. Favourite dinner, favourite drink. Anything rice-based. Drink, I don't really drink. Hello from Dartford. Hello. Are you going to go trick-or-treating? Not really, no. We don't tend to go trick-or-treating. We have done in the past, but there isn't anywhere where we live. It's not a lot of people that do trick-or-treating. Although I sit here with a thing full of sweets waiting for the trick-or-treaters and nobody knocks on my door. And I decorate all the outside of my house, so it's very clearly a welcomed house. But nope, they're not interested. What is the topic? We're just having a chat. So ask me a question. Don't celebrate pagan holidays. I do, because I am pagan. But I love that you know that Halloween is pagan, because the amount of people, especially from America, that will say they don't celebrate Halloween in England and other countries. But yeah, it stemmed from here. It amazes me. So yeah. Well, not necessarily from here, but Europe and... What does it mean to be pagan? I don't know if I could explain that very well, but if you googled it, I'm sure you would find loads. You know, like May Day. I have one sec. I've got books on my kids. I have these books that are the kids, and it's just the wheel of the year, so it's just like the changing of the seasons and the green man and nature. We do love trees and nature and things like that. Where did I get my meal planner board from? Poundland. Who'd have thought it, right? Poundland. It did come with a bit of rope, and I took that off and put magnets on the back so I could stick it to the fridge. £1, you can't knock that. Are you gay? I'm not, I'm married. I take that back. I'm married to a man. What are your kids' bedtimes? Ollie's is 7, Liam's is 8, but he's slow, right? He's really slow. So by the time he gets into bed, it's about 8:45. And then Cameron's is around 10. Where are your pans from? IKEA. Yeah, I love IKEA. My whole kitchen's from IKEA. Ollie's such a cutie. Yeah, he is. You know, it almost is sad for them to grow up, isn't it? Bye! Have you ever visited Dubai? I haven't. I would love to travel more. But how old is your dog? She's 3. How much was your Instant Pot? It was £100. But if you want one, wait for Black Friday, because they could go a lot cheaper. Cameron's very handsome. Yeah, all my boys are very handsome. Did you plan to have a 5-year gap between each son? I did, yes, I did. Well, not so much with Cameron, because Cameron's not Danny's. I already had Cameron, and then by the time we had Liam, it just worked out that it was 5 years and in August. And then when it came to have Ollie, Danny was like, oh, we have 2, I want a 3rd. What made me start YouTube? Because I love it. Do you know, I don't even watch telly anymore. I just watch YouTube and Netflix. And I was just like, I want to do it. I want to share. Why did Cameron's girlfriend leave him? She said that they were more like just like friends, and they're still friends. But Cameron was like, we're just like friends. And I was like, girls grow up quicker than boys. So, you know, she's obviously 15 and, you know, and Cameron's obviously a boy, so he's very young. He's a very young compared to her. I think with kids, as they grow up, girls are ever so slightly quicker and then boys catch up emotionally. Poor Cameron, I know, bless him, he's such a sweetie. But they're still friends, and she's such a lovely girl. And you know what? It's life, isn't it? It's part of learning. It's going to make him who he is. Yes, he was devastated, but it's what's going to make him be that better person and know how to treat girls, and it's all going to go towards his future. So it's how it's meant to be. How do you get your Yorkie pudding so big? I don't know. Like I said, it was one of my old customers' recipes, and I don't know the science behind it. They just get huge. But you need a muffin tin, not a Yorkshire pudding tin, because that's how you get them really, really big. Are you part of Channel Mum? I am. I have joined them, but I didn't join them till quite late in the game because someone suggested it, and I was like, I'm not sure what that is, because every week I get emails saying, join us, we will promote your channel, you just have to pay us X amount every month. And I was like, so I weren't sure if they were legit, but I looked into it and they're fine. So yeah, I joined Channel Mum. How did you meet Danny? I met him on the internet. And my nan, when I met him, she was like, oh, she met him on that internet. What is Channel Mum? Channel Mum is a UK site, and it's got all the UK bloggers and vloggers and anyone that's got a YouTube channel that joins, they can, it's just Channel Mum. Go onto YouTube and put in Channel Mum and it will come up, and it'll self-explain it itself. You met your internet on the hubby too, Kathy. See, I'm not the only one. It's my nan telling me that what am I doing on that internet? To be fair, you could go into a pub and meet somebody, or anywhere else, and them not be a great person, you know. As long as you're sensible. I wasn't silly. I met my best mate on the internet. Exactly. You met your wife on the net. Do you make money from YouTube? I do. I don't get a payment every month, and it's only a little bit. But I put it on top of the mortgage payment because my main goal at the moment is to get my mortgage paid off as soon as possible. So I don't take any of the money. Anything that I do earn, I just put it as an overpayment on the mortgage. So for everyone that watches me, thank you. Appreciate it. You've been together 11 years. Exactly. Me and Danny's been together for about 12, 13 years. How much do I earn? It varies from month to month because there's so much that change. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but this month I made £130. No, you do not have to pay to join Channel Mum. I'm saying that I've had lots of other companies and say like, join us and we'll promote your channel and da-da-da-da-da, and then they take money out of your YouTube income. But Channel Mum does not do that. But that's why I didn't join them first off, because I was like, oh, I'm a bit wary because I didn't know nothing. How do you get paid from being on YouTube? You have to set up an AdSense account and you have to monetize your videos. And then, you know, the advertisements you watch before you watch a video, obviously YouTube get paid for those advertisements and they give a percentage of that advertisement fee to the person whose video it is. How did you start a YouTube channel? You literally just join. Like, you've got one now, obviously, because you're commenting. So you just need to set up an AdSense account and then link it to your YouTube account. How much do you get paid for sponsorship? I've never been paid for sponsorship. I've got sent a book. I got sent 2 books, cookbooks, one to give away, and I got sent a food processor. Do my boys argue? With Ollie mainly. Cameron and Ollie argue, and Liam and Ollie argue. Everyone argues with Ollie. But I think that's just because it's his character, because he's quite, you know, boisterous, and also he's young. So, but Cameron and Liam don't argue. But then Liam's so laid back that, yeah, he don't argue with anyone. So I think I'm gonna go now if no one else has got any other questions for me quickly, because I've been on here an hour and I'm quite worried my battery might die. No, don't go. I can't be on here all night. My battery are just dead and you'll be like, where's she gone? What job does Danny have? He's a police officer. Do you use essential oils? I do. I use many. I use lemon when I'm cleaning. I use lavender. If I'm feeling stressed, I'll put it on my temples, on my wrists. I use tea tree in pretty much all my beauty products because it's good for my skin. I don't have great skin, unfortunately. I wasn't blessed with good skin. I did see comments pop up, but like I said, I can't always see them. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed being live with you guys, and thank you for joining me. I'm really sorry about some of the rude comments and stuff like that. But thank you for bearing with me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Good night. Bye.